Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this, and welcome back to the Grianaig Creations podcast channel. My name is Kirsty, and I am coming to you from a very sunny Paisley in Scotland. I'm a bit flustered because I've been squeezing a bunch of water out of some finished knitted items, and we are having a blocking party. So I kind of have like a super long weekend, so I don't work Mondays as it is, and then I took today off as a whole day, when in actual fact I probably could have just done like a shift slide, or I could have just taken like a half day, but I couldn't cancel the holiday because my supervisor's off at the moment, and apparently no one else can approve cancelling and rebooking holidays. So yeah, all that to say, I have an impromptu long weekend, and for the most part it's just going to be me because Scott has a super busy weekend with some friends, and I thought, why not do like a weekend vlog, blocking party type thing. And I also have a new family member to introduce you to, and hopefully they make an appearance later on. So I'm gonna keep drinking my tea, I'm gonna lay out my blocking mats, and we're going to get started. So I will show you some progress as we continue on. So this might look a bit unconventional, like it's a bit silly, but I don't have balloons to make a good mould for the hood. So yeah, my Jack Skellington ornament is going to have to do the trick. So I don't know, I think I need to move this back a bit and have this front bit stretched out, but then the back is baggy. Maybe I just need to, but then it'll look like an alien if I pull it that way. Sorry, I nearly put you down there, I remembered I was recording. I wonder if I can flip it back so that this front bit also gets stretched. I don't know, I'll try, and then I'll pick up the camera again. There, I think that's much better. So the majority of the hood has something to stretch out, including the point, and then I've folded this back as much as I can because I think I done my I-cord bind off a bit too tight. So we'll see how that goes once it's blocked and, well, dried. This one's a bit loosey-goosey and not pinned down because I do not have the space. I need maybe small, like, instead of these big ones you get like 4 for the size of this one, and then I could like attach one onto the side. And I still have a second sweater to bring upstairs. I decided to try putting them in with the washing machine for a spin cycle, and like this was barely damp when I took it out. So the next one's my big massive dustling sweater, so we'll see, because oh my goodness, that was a workout picking that up because it was so heavy with all the water. So I'll go down, grab it out of the washing machine because the cycle is finished, and see how much of it I'm going to fit on here, because I might need to run out to like Smith's Toys or something and buy little mats. So we'll see. Dustlin sweater is now semi pinned out. I've mostly kind of pinned out the shoulders and the neckline, and then I have put a couple of pins around the bottom of the jumper. That looks weird, but basically I've had to put a towel over the hooded shawl cardigan, and I think that's just, yeah, that is a pin under the bottom. So yeah, I didn't really want to stretch this one out. I just wanted to stretch out specifically like the ribbing section, mostly this one here, because it was very bunched up. But I have a feeling this may be too big for me now, which is fine. I love oversized. But I'm wondering if Scott would want this. I think he'd hate the sleeves. I think these are going to be too long for him because I made them so that you can turn them up. But we'll see. I'll try it on in a couple of days once it's dry. Given the room we're in, it's probably actually going to be dry tomorrow. And I will shut the door and make sure our new family member doesn't get in here. I still think this looks awfully strange, but needs must when you cannot be bothered going outside to get a balloon. So yeah, I got one other thing I would like to soak today, but I know I'm going to have to put a colour catcher in with it, which is absolutely fine. There's no fault of the yarn dyer because it was like a custom yarn, and I just know from working with it I'm getting a slight bit of transfer on my fingers, so I don't really want the colour to run and ruin the yarn. So yeah, blocking party technically done. So I've hinted that we've got a new family member, and let me introduce you to her. Everybody, meet Oogie. Isn't she adorable? Hello. Oh, you're not done sniffing? So we rescued her from the SSPCA. Her name was formerly Tulip, but she doesn't seem to recognise that. Just like she also doesn't recognise Oogie, but we're working on it. She is estimated between 5 and 8 years old, and she was at the SSPCA for nearly 3 months, the absolute blessed soul. So we finally got permission to have a pet, and this is the one we chose. So she's got a wee black mark on her nose. One of her back paws is like the darker tortoiseshell, and like on that paw, she's got 3 black beans and 1 pink bean. And by beans, like, I mean her toe pads, if you're not a cat person. Yeah, isn't she so cute? Okay, I'll let her rest now. She's not long eaten, so she'll be going for her afternoon snooze. Well, hi. Don't worry, I did not forget about the vlog. I just got back from Blink-182 last night and just needed something to eat, something to drink, and then I ended up heading up off to bed. And I haven't recorded so far today because it was started as like quite a chill morning, and then we were off out and we went for lunch for Scott's mum's birthday. Don't know why that was so hard for me to say there. And I'm just home. Scott is away up to Glasgow with some of the boys, and they are going day drinking, and then he's off to another friend's house for the wrestling. So I get the house to myself, but I'll have Oogie here to keep me company. And if anyone's curious about the name, it is after Oogie Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas. And she is not happy with me because she thinks it's food time when it's not. And so I don't think she's really talking to me right now, but she is all stretched out on the floor as well because she's quite the sun baby. And by that I mean she just loves lying in the sun and just getting really, really toasty. And I think she's now trying to stretch out as much as possible to cool herself off. So plan for today, because I've got the house to myself, is probably to put Lord of the Rings on or The Hobbit. and watch that, introduce that to Oogie because she loves watching the TV. Or I will put some sort of like cat thing on the iPad for her, like the fish or the birds. Sorry, I'm just realizing just how shaky this is because I am not using any sort of tripod. But yeah, you saw my blocking efforts yesterday. Those feel quite dry today, but I'm just going to leave them till tomorrow. But today I'm either going to work on either my finger, I hate doing this, the carved pullover, this one here, or I'm going to work on the Hexie cardigan. But I want to make another cardigan. Technically, I have two on the go and they're both crochet. Well, I want a knitted one. Also, can you see my lovely rosacea? You can quite clearly see like the big red circles on my cheek. So yeah, I'm probably going to get into some slightly comfier clothes. This dress is very comfortable, but it's not like a nice strappy top and some shorts because it is really warm today. My Apple Watch says it is 19 degrees currently and it's to get up to 21. So yeah, time for some comfy clothes and a drink, a nice cold drink, and chill. But where we went to lunch, I ended up getting some cake to bring home. So I'm going to enjoy that as well, if Oogie doesn't steal any of it. She does quite like a nice sponge. But yeah, I'll show you any updates in the crafting stuff that I get up to. The joy of crafting with the cat. She was not lying there like a second ago. She was lying here, all curled up, sound asleep. Randomly got up, decided to move, has lain on my yarn, because that's the ball there. And I was just like, yeah, you're not going to like it. You're going to feel... Ow! Yeah, I deserved that. I just want to work on my cardigan. Ow! Oh, nail, claw, right? Ow, stop it. She has very sharp claws. Please retract the claw from my leg. Please. Sleepy baby. Thank you. Claw has been retracted. But yeah, can't pull the yarn. She's not having it. So, and you never move the baby. Like, you never move the cat. Ow! Another claw. Stop eating my yarn. Oogie. A good thing I gotta go pick up Scott soon. Maybe when I come back you'll not be on my yarn. Maybe. Bye. Good afternoon. It is Sunday. I look a little worse for wear. I'm just tired. I've been up since 9 or 9ish. If you hear birds in the background, it's not anything other than the video I've put on for Oogie to entertain her. She's already hit the screen a couple of times thinking that she can get to the animals, but it keeps her entertained and she seems to enjoy it. So but yeah, I have been working on my hexagon cardigan this morning. At the moment I'm trying to get the sleeves to a good length. I think I've got the body good enough because I am running out of yarn. Had I done one row of colour, one row black, one row colour, one row black, I would have been more than fine. But I went with the pattern and I done 2 rows of colour, 1 row black, and therefore you use up your main colour way quicker than you would if you had done 1 colour, 1 row, 1 colour, another row. But I'm making do with what I've got. It is now at the stage where it is big enough to go around me. I'm just extending the sleeves and then I'll do like a drastic decrease on the sleeves. I would absolutely love to have a shawl collar, but I think I'm just gonna have to like make a pattern that is meant to have a shawl collar. So that might be next on the agenda once I've got a couple of other projects finished, like the carved pullover, which just has not been touched. I think I got a couple of rows on it a few nights ago, but that was about it. But yeah, I'd absolutely love to do something with a shawl collar. I just think those look really cozy and comfortable and just snuggly. So yeah, the plan is extend the sleeve on this half and then get the other half caught up because I am really far behind with that other half. So we're gonna have a day in today. We're having a nice chill day. Scott's not rough this morning, but he's certainly having a chill day after a couple of ciders last night. And yeah, I just want to get as much work done on this hexagon cardigan as I can. And then we'll see what tomorrow brings. So not sure you'll see too much today. I'll maybe try to get a wee bit of footage of Oogie watching the video. But yeah, it's just going to be gaming and crafting today, which is what the soul needs. Oogie. Oogie. Hello. I was going to record a lot more today than I have, but things change. And ignore my hair. It has dried really weird. And it also badly needs a cut. So I'm upstairs in my office just now and I have unpinned the jumpers that I was blocking. And I just wanted to show you guys them on. I also wanted to allow Oogie back into this room because I closed it off so she wouldn't come in and scratch all my stuff. So we're going to put this for now, put that there. So yeah, this is the hooded shawl cardigan by Suzanne Summers. I'm not a fan of how the hood is sitting up around my neck. I don't like the feel of it around my neck, and no matter how I style it, I can constantly feel it at the back of my neck because any pulls or changes to the front shifts the hood. So I'm not enjoying that aspect of it, but otherwise I think this has come out really, really well. Just want to start this off by saying all my ends have not been woven in Probably should have woven them in at least before I blocked it, but hey ho, it's done now, can't go back. So here is the hooded shawl cardigan. So I do like it, like don't get me wrong, with my criticism of how the hood feels, which could just be me, like this is nice, this is lovely. I definitely want to make a cardigan without a hood, so I don't get this hood up round like the back of my neck, because it really is irritating me. Which is a shame, because I love hoodies. Like I primarily live in a hoodie. So yeah, a little gutted that I don't like the feel of that. So let's now try the Dustland sweater, because again, depending on the size of this may or may not go to Scott if it fits him. Because I get a feeling this is going to be a bit on the big side for me. Oh no, it's not too bad. Right, ignore the neckline. And I didn't even really excessively block the neckline. It's a bit loose. I really just blocked the sleeves, so you can see how baggy the sleeves are. So let's see what this looks like. So, can't really even see my fingers. Very loose under the arms. The only thing that would make me think this isn't going to Scott is that I bound off quite tight at the bottom. So I maybe have to rip out the bind off. So that's my natural waist. And that's all the extra fabric. So that's quite a lot of additional fabric. So quite loose on both arms, very baggy, quite loose around the neck as well, if I'm honest. Little disappointed with that. I would maybe have wanted it a bit tighter around the neck so that you don't see as much t-shirt. So I'll see if Scott will try it on tonight when he's home. Hi. I'll see if Scott will try it on tonight when he's home. He's probably not going to like how long the cuffs are, but I did specifically do these so that you could roll them back and have that nice feature. They were obviously kind of like knit to my arm length, but it is what it is. I think the biggest thing if this goes to Scott is if he likes the feel of the yarn. This definitely feels like yarny yarn, which may be another reason why I might not be able to keep it. What are you doing, baby girl? What? If you can hear water, by the way, I've got the window open. So yeah, like I say, the only thing I think that could be an issue of giving this to Scott is the bind off at the bottom of the body. It's quite tight, like no give, none whatsoever. Whereas the ribbing, lots of give. So I would need to undo the bind off and do that again. But I do think this might actually be going to Scott, and I'll not be able to see what he thinks until he gets home tonight. So to make it abundantly clear, like, this was the Dustland sweater by Stephen West. I like the pattern. I enjoyed working on it. It's not anything with the pattern. It is probably absolutely my gauge and blocking the sweater that has become the issue. I didn't aggressively block it like you'll have seen in my previous clips. Oh, don't fall. I basically just kind of stretched out a little just to even out some of the stitches. But what also probably doesn't help is I have lost some weight since I started that sweater, and I have no intentions of putting it on again. I have more intentions of actually losing more weight in the next couple of months. So we'll see how it fits him. He also plans to lose a bit of weight, so if it fits him now, it's probably going to be nice and baggy on him in a couple of months down the line. For the rest of today, sorry, I've got a really itchy eye. I plan on pulling out some of my stash and going through it, because this Saturday is the Crafters boot sale. I kept saying Crafters car boot sale. It's not, it's just Crafters boot sale. And I just want to see if there's anything else in my stash that I maybe don't want and might be able to sell. Obviously, there's no guarantee that I will sell any of what I'm taking. Would be nice if I sold quite a considerable amount of it. But yeah, so we're actually going to go through my actual stash, because all the bags that I have filled just now to take on Saturday were just stuff that I already had intentions of getting rid of. So we're going to go through, sorry, I keep looking at Oogie to make sure she's okay. So we're going to go through the stash and see what Oogie makes of some very woolly wills, because some of my parents' cats really like woolly wills and it's like catnip to them. So I'd be quite interested to see what she does. If it's a yarn I'm obviously keeping, if it's a yarn I am maybe considering selling, I'm probably just going to get her straight into a Ziploc bag so that she doesn't put cat hair all over it. Because there's a considerable amount of stash that I've brought into this flat in the last 3 years that has no cat hair on it, and I would like to keep it that way for selling. So yeah, Oogie and I are going to start getting busy. I'll see if she runs off back down to her cat tree to sleep, or if she's actually going to keep me company. So I will give you an update once that's done. If I get it done in a timely manner, I might just need to chip away at it for the next 5 days. I'd love to get it all done today though, and then it's sit down and chill, put my square. I'm sorry, I'll wait till you're done. Don't know if you guys can hear like the bell in our collar. Yeah, so it'll be sit down, put the square on my Cozy Memories blanket cardigan? No, Cozy Memories blanket. Need to put my Monday square on that. Got to finish a square, then I'll put my Monday on. And then I'd like to get back to my crochet hexagon cardigan, because I made so much good progress on that the last couple of days. So yeah, I will update you accordingly. So this is what I'm having to deal with. Fibre. Ignore that one, that's just an amalgamation of stuff, but all the others are yarn. Apart from that one, fibre. Yarn. Fabric, knit stuff, hand spun yarn. 4 more containers, all yarn. And then a bag and a box of fibre. Yeah, I think it's going to take more than today. Time to put some music on and just get to it. Hello everyone, it is considerably later in the week. It's actually Thursday evening or night if you look outside. It is pitch black. And I just thought I'd get you caught up in the amalgamation of yarns I'm hoping to sell this weekend. Hopefully it is nice and busy. The group that is running the event seems to have whipped up a lot of attention. And so yeah, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what I've got so far. So this is currently what I've got, and doesn't look like much, but we've got 4 IKEA bags and a box full of cones and stuff. So there is some organisation to the madness. This bag here is all sock yarn. This bag here is all indie dyed yarn. With the exception of this bag here, that's all like pheno yarn. Not quite sure on the order of these two, but one of them is mostly like acrylic yarns with some fabric, and then the other one is like a mishmash. And then in this one here is a lot of the cones of yarn which I find too scratchy. So anything that's kind of like British wool or kind of like scratchy wool, just wool that I can't wear next to my skin on my back in specific. So yeah, this is everything I plan on taking on Saturday, and hopefully quite a bit of it will not be coming home with me, because this is legitimately all yarns I don't really want anymore. They were bought with intention, they were bought with love, but in all honesty, my tastes have changed in the last couple of years, and it's just not yarn I'm going to use now. So yeah, the yarn was literally bought with good intentions in mind. I don't know if you can hear Scott. Like, 1 minute I don't think my audio picks up really well, on the other hand, like, I've been in phone calls with people that have heard things in the background. I'm like, how did you hear that? He's gaming with one of his friends, so apologies if you can hear that. So yeah, the yarn was bought with all good intentions to actually use it, but things change, my tastes have changed over the years, and then obviously quite a lot of the yarn I have discovered is not next to my skin friendly, just because I do have a skin issue on my back. So yeah, may as well see if somebody wants it, and Saturday is such a good opportunity for that. So this is going to be the wrap up to this kind of weird vlog thing. I'm going to get curled up in bed nice and cozy, and I've got a sock project to work on whilst I listen to some sort of like chill out music, because I've not been sleeping great recently. Go figure, that seems to be my war cry. But yeah, I'm just going to have a nice chilled evening. If Oogie lets me. She is in full on play mode. It's so cute. We've just played for probably a good 20 minutes solid, and I just wish I had an ounce of her energy. So she's currently kind of camped out in the hall just now waiting on me. So yeah, I'm gonna go get curled up in bed. She likes to sleep in between Scott and I during the night, which is so stinking cute. But yeah, get a couple of rounds done on my sock. If not, going to be checking out patterns online. One of the girls in my craft group just let us all know she's pregnant, so we kind of have a lot of ideas between us and all things that we would like to make for the baby. So yeah, expect to see some baby stuff coming up, but just know it's not for me. I don't have any intentions of having kids. I am fur babies only. As my fur baby stares at me. It's nearly time for her to get a wee last bit of food. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know it's not an actual podcast, and it's more like a weekend / almost a full week, because of when I've finally picked up the camera towards the end. Week in my life kind of vlog. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed and you'll see me on the next podcast. Bye everyone, stay safe.